everyone, and welcome back to the video. Today, actually the day's about to end, so I thought it would be nice to eat something and then read a book. So I will be finishing A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and later I will be doing a fall TBR because I'm almost done with this book. Like, I'm on page 306 out of, I'm tired, 389. So I plan on finishing this tonight. We're gonna see right now. Right now it is currently 7:49. So we're gonna see. I want to go to bed by like 9 o'clock. Just because I've been feeling exhausted lately, but I wanted to also do a video of me reading this book or finishing it off, and then I'll give you guys, there's Crew always has to make an appearance. I'll give you guys my review, and I also will put it on Goodreads, and I'll be sure to link my Goodreads down below in the description. Down below in the description, and I will give you guys my review after I finish. Let's go. Right now I'm on chapter 39. Don't want to say I knew it, but I had clues, and I was like, but I'm gonna finish this book, and I will catch you guys maybe tomorrow for my review and how I felt about the book. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I am back. Hopefully, yeah, that's good. I'm back, everyone. It has been, I think, 2 days. So I started trying to finish this book on a Thursday. Hold on. 6, y'all. Okay. So I tried to finish this book, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Thursday night. Finished it Thursday night. Friday, I just had too much going on, so I couldn't do my review. So today's Saturday, and I'm here to give you guys my review of this book. All in all, I think I would give this book a 3.25. So 3.25 because it's not something that I'm like really dying to read the next books of, but it is something that I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, it was interesting because at the end I was very confused, only because I was like, who do we trust? And so I know I'm gonna try to not do any spoilers in this video because I know some people are still trying to read this book in preparation. Well, not even in preparation because the Netflix series is already out, but they're trying to read this book in order to watch the Netflix TV show. And that's actually why I started reading it, was so that I could watch the Netflix show. Will I be watching the Netflix show? Yes. Like I said, but I'm not dying to read the next books of it. If anything, I'll probably do like some Spark Notes. You know, if you're old enough to understand Spark Notes, I'll probably do some Spark Notes of the next books just to understand like what's going on and like what happens afterwards. But my overall opinion of the book, other than the fact that I said that I wouldn't read the next books in the series, is that it was a good book. I just personally am not a YA reader. I'm more of just an adult reader. So, but for what it was good. I really like I think what really knocked it down for me was because some of the things that happened in the book were unrealistic. So, I know that's like something that is prominent in YA books because, I mean, they're teenagers. Like, you don't want too much conflict in the stories. Like, you want to keep the story on the same page or keep the story flowing in YA. But in adult, it's a whole lot of confusion, a whole lot of who's what, where's when, how high, stuff like that. This one, answers came too easily for me. I will say in the end, I did not expect the end. That's what really gave it like more stars, because at first I was just going to give it like maybe 2.5 stars, but the end really like bumped it up for me. So would I recommend this book? Yes, I would recommend it if you guys are looking for like easy mystery. Easy mystery meaning like not too thick of a book, because this book right here is 380. You can't even see it. Let me hide my face. That's insane. Hopefully y'all can see that. 387. And honestly, this book took me like maybe a month and a half to read, just because I was doing a lot of stuff in between and I was also crocheting, so it's hard to crochet and read a book at the same time. But yeah, overall I enjoyed this book. there were times I was like really excited to read it. I was like, oh, I can't wait to get home, or oh, I can't wait to get to my desk so I can read the chapters. And one thing about this book, chapters are really short. Like, chapters are probably like 3 pages long, 4 pages long. I think the most I've seen a page or a chapter was maybe like 15 pages. I can't really remember, but it wasn't long. It wasn't long at all. But I did enjoy the book. I do recommend. And now we will get into the fall TBR. I'm completely pissed off because I recorded about 30 minutes worth of footage for my fall TBR. Camera died. File corrupted. You know what? You know, it's Saturday. If I don't give y'all enthusiasm, just know it's because I'm pissed off. But we're gonna keep it going. Because maybe this was, you know, my chance to bring something new to the table when it came to my fall TBR. So we're just gonna start it over. So the first book that I have for fall TBR is called We Are All the Same in the Dark. And this is by Julia Heberlin. So this book I had for a while. I actually got this book back in 2020, but I never finished it. I started it, never finished it. So this time I want to finish it. And this book is basically about a young girl who went missing. And the town, I guess it's like a small town. The town talks about, oh, the girl's missing, and they have suspicion that the brother might have did something to her, might have killed her. Well, while the brother is of the missing girl is facing like backlash for people assuming that it was him that did something to it, a strange girl, like a mysterious girl, shows up and everybody is confused. But the strange girl isn't the sister, by the way. It's not the sister. It's just someone that he found on the side of the road or something. And he brings her in, and somehow they figure out that the missing girl, well, I shouldn't say missing girl, the unknown girl in this book has some type of connection about the disappearance of his sister. So we are going to figure out what happened to the sister through this girl that popped up. So I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, I didn't go too much into it. And then it also talks about how there's like a cop. The cop, and this is in like the beginning of the story, the cop, the female cop and the brother had something going on before, and they have like history. But I guess because of what happened to his missing sister, they kind of like drifted apart. Something of those sorts. I can't remember wholeheartedly, and I don't really want to read off the back of the book because I'm like, anybody can just read off the back of the book. Like, you could go on Goodreads, look this up and find it. But ultimately it's a mystery. They're basically trying to figure out what happened to his missing sister. A strange girl shows up. No one knows where she came from, why she's here. And from the missing girl, or the girl that came up, we find out more about like what happened to that missing girl, the missing sister. So I don't know. So these books that I'm letting you guys know about, there's no certain order that I'm gonna read them in. It's just like what I feel like. So this is the first book. I really would like to finish this book soon because I've had it for so long. I haven't really touched it since I got it. But yeah, this is the first book I plan to read for the fall season. We Are All the Same in the Dark. So the next book I have is from someone that we know and love, we respect, and we just can't get enough of her. And it's Miss Big Frida, period. So this time around, I'm gonna be reading The Teacher by Miss Frida McFadden. I have already read The Coworker. Coworker was pretty good. Did not expect the ending of this book, so I'm pretty excited to figure out like what goes on in this one. The pages, they're similar so far for both The Coworker that I've already read and for The Teacher. They're about the same price, or not the same price. I'm looking at the sticker that says 20% off. They're about the same page count. This one is basically about a teacher who gets, I guess, in an encounter with a student that she has in a class, but that student has like a bad reputation, and I guess throughout the book we understand like what's going on with that student, why she has that bad reputation. And personally, I think it's going to be about how like don't judge a book by its cover. Like, people think she has something going on with her, but she's really innocent. But I don't know, I'm just guessing that last part. So I'm pretty excited to read this one. I feel like Freida McFadden's books are pretty easy to read. With The Coworker, it was pretty easy to read. I kind of just like went through it, and I did enjoy it. It didn't take me that long. And with this one, I plan to also do the same. I'm just pretty excited because I feel like having a student teacher type trope when it comes to like a murder mystery, like I did like, I don't even know where I put it. I did like that aspect of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I just didn't really care for the, like, I like dips, turns, curves and stuff in books. I didn't really get much of that in A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I understand. Like I said, it's a young adult, so of course young adult won't have that. But with Freida McFadden books, she does a good job of doing that. And this one I am excited to start on. But then I also heard that Never Lie by Freida McFadden is also really good. A lot of people recommend that one, so I will definitely check that one out if I guess get to it, because I do have a lot of stuff going on this fall. I'm back in school. I'm actually in my last semester, so I'm trying to get that out so I can graduate. And then I got some things that I'm trying to prepare for next year. I'm going on a couple trips. I'll most likely vlog that, but there's a lot of things I'm trying to get prepared, so I probably won't be able to like go back to back to back to back, but these are the ones that I anticipate reading. The next book that I am anticipating on reading is The Guest List by Lucy Foley. So this book was given as a gift from my friend. She got this for me for Valentine's Day. She got this, actually she got me this book, and then she also got me The Coworker for Valentine's Day. So I haven't touched it yet. I haven't looked through it. I haven't read any reviews. I haven't done anything to this book just because I was reading, I don't know what I was reading, but during the time that I got this book, I was already reading something, and then I didn't feel like reading a mystery thriller during the spring/summertime, so I just put this one down. But this one on the back, well, this really short and sweet description, it says, all have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. So just reading that portion, I feel like it's kind of like that little scenario where like all these friends go out to dinner or go to somebody's house for dinner. They're having a good old time, lights go out, there's a thunderstorm, the lights come back on, someone's missing, you try to figure out. That's what it's giving me. I'm not sure if that's really what it is gonna give me. Let me see. I don't really have like and it doesn't give me like a, yeah, it doesn't really, I'm pretty sure there's one, but I'm just not seeing it. Or maybe that's it. It says, an exclusive wedding on a remote Irish island. The bride, the plus one, the best man, the wedding planner, the bridesmaid. All have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer. Okay, yeah, that's what it's giving me so far. So I am intrigued. We'll see. If I read this, it'll definitely be on my Goodreads. I will definitely make sure to put the link of my Goodreads down in the description so that you guys can follow me as I read these different books. The next book in my physical TBR will be One True Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So Taylor Jenkins Reid is actually, I've read like 2 of her books previously. The first one is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. The second one is After I Do. I really enjoyed After I Do. Like that one was pretty good. And I did enjoy The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Did not expect to get to that point when it came to the end. Did not expect that at all. So that's why I really appreciate her. That's why I really appreciate her and her writing. And for me, I guess you would, I find it kind of hard to make her a romance, because I feel like the romance portion of her books is not really even about romance. It's more of you're following a story and these characters just so happen to be in love type thing. But I think she's a really good palate cleanser, like something that I can read in between like reading a lot of heavy romance, a lot of heavy thriller, heavy mystery. I could just pick one of her books up, I get like refreshed, and then I could go right back into it. So I plan on reading this one, One True Loves, and I will definitely, after this, will be checking out some of her other books. But yeah, this is the next book that's on my list. And like, for example, they have another one, Maybe in Another Life. I know that one is about a girl. She's going to a party. She has to choose between leaving the party with her friend or leaving the party with like an ex or something like that. And then she goes down the different paths that might happen if she did one or the other. So it's just things like that. It's like not too heavy on like the romance. It's more of like you see life through another person's eyes and you like follow them through their journey. So I really enjoy that, and I'm pretty excited about reading this one. And last but not least, for my physical TBR, you might have like a little hint behind me. Twilight. You can see like my little collection right there. But I plan on reading Twilight. Maybe not reading, but like doing the audiobook version of Twilight, just because I've been missing it. I really don't know what like made me say I want to read Twilight. Like, one day I wasn't thinking about it, and then the next day I was. Let me stop lying, because like honestly every day I'm thinking about like different memes or whatever that are related to Twilight, or like what people said about it. Like, Twilight's always gonna be in my head. Like, I'm sorry, like Twihard for life. So I plan on either reading or listening to the audiobook of this. Actually, I'll probably listen to the audiobook because I have to go get my car serviced for it's like every X amount of miles it needs to be maintained or whatever. I'll probably listen to this while I crochet in the dealership. But yeah, this one I'm excited to get back into it, because like I read these books back whenever I was in middle school, and with being in middle school, I don't even know how old you are. 12? I ain't got no kids, so I don't know. But you have a different view. Like, me as a middle schooler, I was looking more at the romance aspect, but me now, like, I really want to look at like behind the scenes, like things I might have overlooked whenever I was a kid, and just see if I could have like a new perspective on Twilight. So I plan on reading all of the books in the series. I haven't read I think it's called The Short Life of Bree Tanner, something like that. I have never read that one, and I'll see about reading it. I'll see how I feel. But this one will definitely be my read for, what month are we in? We're gonna be in September. So this is definitely gonna be my read for September. I plan on reading New Moon in October, Eclipse November, December is Breaking Dawn, and then January I'll probably read Midnight Sun, because I haven't really read that one. I say I haven't really read it because when I was in high school, the book was, or a portion of the book was leaked, and it was going to be released, but since it got leaked, Stephanie was like, cut the cameras, dead ass. And she just didn't release it. So we finally got it, what, a couple years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I can't really remember whenever she went ahead and gave us what she got. But I'm gonna read that. I'm excited to read that, like the full thing, since I've already only read like a couple chapters out of it. But I'm just excited to go back to like middle school go back to like the feels, go back to, and even watching the movies. Like I plan on watching the movies while I'm crocheting during this season, like fall and twilight. I'm gonna eat it. Ah! I'm eating it. I'm sorry. I'm eating it. But those are all, my physical. These are all my physical TBRs. Coworker shouldn't be there because I already read it. But these are the books that I plan on reading this coming season. But those are only the physical books. So right here you can see I have like my little bookshelf going on. It's mostly like my degree, like just different things along with books. These were there, but I'm the type of person, like I don't really like buying physical copy books. I sound weird. I don't really like buying physical copy books because I move too much. Like whenever I moved from, when I was in college, when I moved from high school to college, I had so many boxes of books. I was like, I can't do this. But then again, I did do it. And it wasn't until like maybe 2 years ago, I finally like cleared out all the books that I had in high school and was like, I'm getting strictly Kindle books. So that's why my TBR is so small for my physical. Now, when it comes to my Kindle, this is, oh, it's upside down. This is my baby. She's a little roughed up just because, well, the case is roughed up. Not my actual Kindle. Got a little pop socket. Not my actual Kindle, because actually my Kindle is pretty new. I just got it this past Prime Day, because the Kindle that I did have, I'm so hurt. The Kindle that I did have, like, it just glitched and it just wouldn't come back to life. I was so sad about that because one of my favorite authors, Kennedy Ryan, she signed my Kindle and I had to give it, I didn't have to, but I just gave it to Amazon for the Kindle trade-in so I could have some money off in addition to the Amazon Prime. And the reason why I was okay with it, even though it hurt, was that I got her to sign one of my books, my physical books back there. So I was like, okay, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. It's okay. But when it comes to my Kindle TBR, there's not too much I have. I think this is maybe about like 3 or 4. So the first one that I have was like literally it just opened up to whenever I opened my Kindle or unlocked it, is a book called What Saves Us, and it is by Maggie Gates, and this is what it looks like on the Kindle. The physical copy looks a little different, but this is what it looks like on my Kindle. And this book is basically I think they said a single mom small town romance. It's basically a story about a mom who's dealing with a new baby, who's dealing with postpartum depression, who's also, I guess, arguing with her baby's father. But one of her brother's friends, who on here it says delivered the baby, I'm shook. I am shook about that one. I'm like, are you a doctor? And you over here fraternizing with the patients? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. But he is basically trying to get with this lady, this woman who's like fighting for her life basically with depression, because Lord knows you fight for your life with that one. And I guess you just see their journey from like him, because I think it's more of a boy chases girl type story, and where the girl is maybe saying, no, I got too much going on, something along those lines. That's the vibes I'm getting based off of like the description. So it says, people you shouldn't fall in love with: your best friend's sister, your best friend's pregnant sister, your best friend's sister after you delivered her baby, your best friend's sister when she's an exhausted, overwhelmed new mother who has to deal with her crazy baby daddy and meddling townspeople. But rules were meant to be broken. Full moons and fate have a way of pushing people together when they least expect it. When Beth Hale called 911 when she was in labor, the last person she thought would show up was her brother's best friend. Now he's the person she trusts. Former Navy SEAL. I am so sorry, y'all. My dog is right under the camera. It says former Navy SEAL Shane Hutchins has demons of his own, reinventing himself as a small town paramedic. So he's not a doctor, he's a paramedic. It was supposed to be his atonement for the things he had done. Falling in love with a single mom was in his plan, but now he'd do anything for her and the baby girl he calls his. That's so cute. It says even if that means putting his life on the line. I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that. So if you're interested in this book and you have a Kindle, it's actually on Kindle Unlimited, so you don't even have to buy it. And then it is a part of a series, like a standalone series. It's called Falls Creek Book. Well, Falls Creek. That's what the series is called. So this book, The What Saves Us, is actually the third book in the series. The third and last. The first one is What Hurts Us, second one is What Heals Us, third one is What Saves Us. So that's interesting. I have to look into the other books to see if like I want to read it in order before I start this one. But yeah, that was the first book. I'm pretty excited about that one. Shoot, I might start that today. And the next book that I plan on reading this season is called What a Match by Mimi Grace, and this is what it looks like on the Kindle. So with this book, I read it already. Come to find out, they're both like brother's best friend type romance. And this one, she's actually actively looking for a husband, boyfriend, whatever. And oh yeah, she, I guess, hires or tries to get like love life advice or whatever, but whenever her brother's best friend moves into the home with them, she's like, oh no, we can't do this, but we could, but we can't type. So I guess it's kind of that fight between the two, because the brother, on the description, the brother already likes her. Like, that wasn't the issue. It's more of she needs to feel better about being with somebody that her brother is like best friends with. So I'm excited about that one too. I'm literally picking books that are in series. It is in a series. So it's called Love Struck. That's what the series is called. So the first book in the series is called Make a Scene. Second one is What a Match, so this one. And then the third one is Take a Hike. And then my final book, one that is more of something that I want to try out. So ultimately, I have read some fantasies. The fantasy books that I've read were, I forgot what they're called, but I'll put it on the screen if I remember. But it was okay. It kind of got redundant because all they were really doing was like having sex, fighting. I'm just like, and then people was dying. Like, I'm gonna need more than that. So I took a break from that. I think I only read maybe I had to have read 3 books. I think there's 4 books in that series, and I've read 3, and I haven't read that last one, and I don't know if I am. But I want to read A Touch of Darkness. I think it said by Scarlett St. Clair. You know what? I'm not well versed in like Greek mythology. I would like to be. I will look more into this because I don't feel confident enough to let you guys know what it's about. All I know is basically like a mythology retelling. Okay. Yeah, excited to see if that's something that I want to look into, and especially if I like the first book, I'll definitely read the series. So that'll be fun. But I will let you guys go. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you guys like maybe saw something that you guys have not seen before in my books, in my TBR, in my physical and my Kindle TBR, and my review. I'm not too good with reviews, so hopefully that one was okay, and I'll definitely be developing my skills and doing book reviews, book vlogs, and things like that. But for right now, I am going to take me a little break from reading. I'll probably just do audiobooks while I crochet, because I really want to get this project out the way for my grandma. That cardigan, that hexagon cardigan, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys can go check out my recent video, my third quarter check-in. That's where I talked about what projects I've been doing with crocheting and what projects I was currently doing, and then what projects I plan on doing. So definitely check that out. Check out my Instagram for any updates that I have on this channel. And also I have a crochet business page, so I will probably post pictures on my business page just so you guys can get an idea about what to expect out of my company called The Sage Hook. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know what you guys want to see from me, and I will be back. And I really appreciate you guys taking your time to come here and say hello, see what I'm up to. And I hope you guys have a great day, great week, great month, great fall. I'm so excited for fall. So excited. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.